This is my brother's gaming setup and it could definitely be better. So I decided to completely transform his room into his dream gaming setup, but there's a catch. I'm only gonna be using Temu. Even though Temu is super cheap, I still ended up paying $700. And the first thing I have to do is clear out his entire desk. So I actually found a 32-inch monitor on Temu. But this monitor actually isn't a normal monitor. It is 180 hertz and it's also curved. It actually doesn't look bad at all, but it's a little bit big for a main monitor, so I actually plan on just mounting it vertically on the side. I also did buy a 27-inch monitor off of Temu, but they literally refunded it. So I'm just gonna be using an extra 27-inch monitor from Alienware. It's 27 inches and 240 hertz, so this is not a bad monitor at all. Plus, we still have my brother's 180 hertz 27-inch monitor, so we're gonna be doing 3 monitors on this setup. And of course, we bought 2 different monitor mounts just so we could actually make this setup look insane. I really want to make his setup look sick, so that's why I bought these 2 different monitor mounts. First monitor mount I bought was actually to vertically mount the 32-inch monitor. And I bought a second one that would actually stack both the 27-inch monitors on top of each other. I think this monitor being curved is actually perfect for the vertical look. So I actually bought this random mouse pad off of Temu. It honestly is like a really weird design. And the thing with Temu mouse pads is they're not the best because they're only 3 millimeters thick. So that's probably the one bad thing I would say about this setup, but he can always change it if he really wants. Temu's mostly known for being super cheap, but I decided to buy a pretty expensive keyboard and mouse. They cost like $100 I honestly did that just to spice up his setup, and I've never bought something expensive like this off of Temu. The actual keyboard honestly does not look cheap at all. Quick sound test. That actually sounds like really good, I'm not gonna lie. It also just comes with the cable and some random like extra key switches. They look like brown switches or something. And then also a keycap puller. I'm not gonna lie, this keyboard's actually like really nice. And I think it is also wireless because it has like a little USB you can use as well. And then from the same brand, they also gave me a mouse. So let's see how good it is. All right, so it actually is way lighter and smaller than I expected. It is a wired mouse, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I think it actually is a wired and wireless mouse as well, because they actually give us a charging stand for it. So basically all you have to do is just literally let it rest on the stand. Dude, this actually looks sick from Temu. You would not think this is from Temu, to be honest. Also, the cable looks really nice on it. It doesn't look really like cheap rubber or anything. It's like actually fabric, and it looks like, actually feels like really nice quality as well. I'm just gonna go for the wireless look on the setup because it makes it look a lot cleaner without cables. He already had grass wall panels hung up behind his setup, but I decided to buy a few more from Temu to just finish off the right side of his room. Unfortunately, the grass panels were a little bit of a different color, so I didn't add that many. I had no idea you could buy full-size mirrors on Temu for only $33. The same mirror costs like over $100 on Amazon and IKEA, so for Temu, this is actually a really good deal. I actually didn't know you could buy an entire full-size mirror on Temu. It actually doesn't look that bad at all, and the bezels on the side actually look sick too. Honestly, this is actually like a really good purchase from Temu because I bought my mirrors that look exactly like this for like $150 from Temu. All right, so let's peel this wrapping off, and yeah, it actually looks like really good. I mean, it's just a mirror, so I don't know how it could look bad, but it's actually a really good price. I actually think it filled out this part of the room way better. Obviously, like so much needs to be cleaned here, but I actually think this makes the room look like way nicer. Honestly, this is like probably my favorite thing I bought from Temu because it was so cheap and it actually looks like really good. A lot of these things were actually pretty cheap, especially like this headset stand. It was like legit only $3. For his PC, I actually gave him this quite a while ago. It's probably been like 2 years. And inside of here, we have like a Ryzen 5 5600, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and also a RTX 3060. It is only 2 years old, but it is so dusty in here. It's actually insane. Just look when I wipe my finger down on it, bro, and look at the fan. Yo, oh my gosh, I literally have never seen a PC this bad. I'm not even just saying that. Even look at the fans over here. Like, this is actually like really bad. We're just gonna spray this with a vacuum and see if it helps.
Oh, let's get like the GTA view, bro. The back shoulder view.
50% chance the piece is broke.
Yeah, no, that one you fucking...
Oh my, look at this side vent too, bro. Look at that. It's just like straight up dust. Oh my, that's like actually the... It's like liquid. It's like food. Shit. It's lotion. It's lotion. How the hell is that lotion in there? How's there lotion on your PC, bro? Bro, I lathered it up last night, bro.
What the hell?
To be honest, I hope his PC still works after blowing that, because I don't know if I made it worse or better, but I'm just gonna leave that how it is now. Now it's time to really spice up his entire gaming setup with a few more decorations and accessories. His room doesn't have that much RGB, so I actually want to add an RGB light bar. This one was definitely budget friendly from Temu. I'm just gonna add this one behind the actual mirror. Oh. I'm just gonna be completely honest, it feels extremely cheap, but let's just see how it actually like shines, because if it's bright, then that's all it needs to do. It actually has this really weird tripod that you legit just screw into it, and that's just the stand. For the power, it actually has a like keyboard cable, which is a little bit weird, but I'm gonna just put this behind the mirror. I'm just gonna plug it into this, because that's literally all I can plug it into, and let's just see if it even is bright at all. Oh, okay, it actually doesn't look that bad. It needs batteries to change the color, but I hope at night it's a little bit like brighter, because it's not that bad though. It honestly doesn't look bright at all, but I'm just gonna put it behind the mirror, and then we'll just test later when the setup's dark and see if it actually is bright. Because right now you legit can't even see it like at all. Say your favorite word, just one time. Noah, what are you doing, bro? I owe you like 500 bucks. I'll just take 100 out of there and give it to the editor. Honestly, I think that RGB was not good at all. So I actually did buy this extremely cheap RGB strip. It's like 32 feet and it was like $6 or something. And it's because the RGB like bulbs are so far spaced out that you can see it honestly is like, it's just probably not gonna be that good at all. I'm just gonna wrap this around his desk and see how good it actually looks. Okay, so I did add RGB strips under his setup last time I remade it, but it's actually torn. So I don't think these ones work like at all, so we're just doing a new strip. This is so uncomfortable, Jack. What the frick do you have here, bro?
My neck hurts.
What? No, is this the most physically challenging thing you've ever done in your life, bro? Who's gonna carry the boats and the log?
Not me, bro.
Yeah, I know that. I've been knowing that. Your ass is first gone when World War III hits.
Oh, ball.
All right, so I wrapped it around the desk, but yeah, it was so cheap. You can tell it's really not that bright at all, and you can really see how spaced out the bulbs are. It just has like no RGB at all. Like, it's so dark. I also did buy this like neon light. It's kind of like a cloud. To be honest, I don't really know where this would even fit on the setup because he already has a neon light and it's the same color. After a few hours, I finally finished his entire gaming room. So his room is definitely way better, but the thing is, there's some things from Temu that are just not that good. For example, the light is so dim, it doesn't even show up on camera, and especially the light behind the like thing, it's literally on, but it's so dim you can't even see it. This neon light is actually not that bad, and probably my favorite thing I got was this mirror because it just actually completes the whole room, and it doesn't even look like it's from Temu at all. I also do really like this keyboard, and the mouse doesn't seem that bad at all, but we need to actually test this out and see how good it is. Everything that I had from Temu is gonna be linked down below in the description. Let me know what you guys would actually rate this entire setup. To be honest, it's kind of hard because some things kind of suck like the RGB, but the monitor is actually really good. YouTube recommends the video up here, but more importantly, remember Jesus loves you, and that's about it. God bless.